So it's day 3 of the African Women in Dialogue Forum, currently underway in Boksburg. That's in Ekurhuleni. The brainchild of former First Lady Zanele Mbeki is a unique platform that fosters dialogue, innovation and action towards a better future for the continent. Women are coming from 55 African countries to share ideas, to learn from each other and build a chain of solidarity. Watching developments for us is SABC News reporter Khayelihle Kumalo, who joins us now live. And Khayelihle, I wonder if you can take us through, just briefly, some of the main discussions that have dominated that gathering so far.
Well, certainly, and it's been really a fascinating week here in Boksburg with a number of issues really facing the African women. So from issues around the armed conflicts, how women are affected, especially in the context of what is really unfolding in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but also issues of women empowerment as well. Looking at the global instruments we have, like the Beijing, of course, it's all about making sure that we see that enormous change where the women are empowered, but also tackling the challenges facing the girl child. But someone who's really well informed about these issues and is, of course, the regional coordinator for SADC, Mrs. Emma Khayelihle. So once again, thank you so much indeed for your time, ma'am. So a very important platform for women, agenda led by the African women, where all these issues are being discussed. So far, just give us a sense, some of the very key issues that are coming to the fore.
Yes, I think going back a bit, we need to reconnect and say, what did Africa really influence during the Beijing conference itself? We have 4 critical areas that Africa really emphasized on during the conference in Beijing. And one of it is the issue of women and peace. And I think that is the one we should pick on now, because the region is already, having a lot of conflicts. Mozambique nearby, DRC, and many other countries in the region. So it was key at that time, and it remains key this time around. The issue of the girl child. The girl child, all of us, we are talking about girl child. There are certain countries until now, including my own country in Malawi, where girls are being married at a very tender age. It is an issue, again, the issue of education. Education and science and technology, it remains relevant until today. So if you see, the women are discussing all these issues, trying to say, where are we coming from 30 years after Beijing? What has happened? Have we made any progress in all those 12 critical areas? For me, I say yes, but also no. In terms of other areas, we have made some sort of progress. But you also agree with me that the region is still struggling with issues of violence against women. It is still there strongly. The issue of peace, like I've said, it is still there. While we are making progress, we move 1 step forward, 4 steps backwards. And why? Is it because it is about women? We are asking all those questions. I know the efforts are there, but I think we can do better. So the women are saying, now we want to change the way we are doing things. We've done enough of, yes, listening and saying, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. When we have the resources, we'll do it. But what we need to do now is what has gone wrong that we should have corrected the past 30 years and move forward with a proper agenda.
Madam Emma, while we have you, we look at the current situation in the DRC, and inevitably women, children, girl child, these are issues that are well documented, where the eastern parts of Congo has been restive for some time. I would imagine also that there is solidarity for those women to be supported, to be given the voice, especially when you speak about a bias for those women who are really away from the mainstream conversations, where almost their voices are almost deprived.
Exactly. You see now, we are sitting here. Maybe we are able to take a coffee. Those women that are on the move now in Eastern Kivu, they have no time even to sit down. They have no time to plan anything. They do not even know what they are going to eat tomorrow. And we are saying, it is enough that leaders should seriously consider why this should continue happening in DR Congo. It has been enough of this for so many years, and those that suffer most are women and the children, and we don't seem to care. It's like, okay, it can go on. Added to that is now you have the peacekeeping there, but the peacekeepers are also being attacked. What do we really want to achieve? as the region, how does the DRC wants to move ahead with this kind of conflict that does not end? And we are saying we are in solidarity with those women. But talking enough of saying solidarity does not answer the problems that those women are facing, those people in DRC in general, Eastern Kivu, are facing. What should we do better that we've not done better? We've cried enough. Women have also cried to say, during the peacekeeping missions, especially negotiations and mediations, women are not enough in those groups. It is still done by men. Most of it is done by men, very little women. Can we be strongly considerate in terms of putting women that can make a difference? Because for us, when we go for discussions, it would be very different with the way men are doing the conversations. So we are calling for that. I also know that SADC, just 2 days ago, they were launching the network for mediators. But can we just do enough? Because people are seeing us in hotels. Those that are suffering, they have no way of getting to a hotel to drink tea, coffee, maybe eat. They do not have that. Is it not enough that we are meeting in hotels when Eastern Kivu is still on fire?
All right. Ma'am Khayelihle, thank you so much indeed for your time. So, of course, there's a clarion call being made here in Boksburg where the women are saying it's not just about talking, but it also must be driven by the action to make that incredible difference on the ground. For those women really who bore the brunt in the recent uprising in Mozambique, but also the current situation now in the eastern parts of the DRC. So quite a lot of issues really being ventilated by the women from so many corners of Africa, and it's such a very splendid showcasing of the culture. I mean, there's an exhibition outside here where all the cultures are well represented. So with that, back to you in studio.
And we'll keep watching that gathering as it continues into its third day. For now, Khayelihle Kumalo, live to us there from Boksburg. Thanks very much indeed.